Lucas Dellenbach took this Excadrill deck all the way to 15th place at the 2020 Atlas Pog Championships, making it the best road deck of the tournament. With plenty of Pikarom in the top 32 and even a couple of Eternatus VMAX, Excadrill was just a great call for the tournament overall. Unfortunately, Excadrill didn't face any Pikarom in day 2 and suffered losses to Baby Blounds and ADPization, keeping it from going any further in the tournament. Still, it was a great showing and the deck could survive rotation. You are losing the Zebstrika and the Diancie and the Ditto, so it's not the easiest thing, especially with Zebstrika just discarding your hand and letting you draw 4. But you could replace the Zebstrika with a Cinccino, you could replace the Diancie with a Vitality Band, and you could replace the Ditto with nothing because Ditto is awesome. Obviously, it won't be as good post-rotation, but if you want to play this deck post-rotation, you're going to have to find some way to make some sacrifices, and Drill Bazooka is just such a good attack when you combo it with Vitality Band and Martial Arts Dojo. Yes, you have to discard the top 4 cards of your deck to do 120 damage. With the Vitality Band, it's 130, and then with the Dojo, it's 170, and that is actually a perfect knockout on Eternatus VMAX. When you factor in the weakness, obviously, so it can still do some things post-rotation, it just won't be as quick, it won't be as reliable, and you still play the Crushing Hammer, gotta play Crushing Hammer, and you lose Tate and Liza, but you can probably just replace that with an Erica's or a Bird Keeper or whatever you want. And if you take a close look at the deck, you'll notice that there isn't a single card from Darkness Ablaze, and I don't even think there's a card from Rebel Clash, is there? Researching the Marnie from Sword and Shield base, so this doesn't play any new cards from the 2 most recent sets. It's pretty much just a Sun and Moon deck in the Sword and Shield era, and it finished in 15th place, which is just nuts. I'll take it online. Hopefully I run into lots of Pikarom and lots of Eternatus. Let's find out. And hopefully the Pikachu deck box means Pikarom, and unfortunately Excadrill will just be very sad when Pikarom leaves the format. And I'm going first, that's totally fine, I'm playing an evolution deck. That is not totally fine, that is a horrible hand. But yeah, when Pikarom leaves, this deck is going to get real sad. That is, it feasts on Pikarom. That weakness is so good, this is horrible. Where's Scoop Up Nut when you need it? And I need this to be a Drilbur. This one card needs to be a Drilbur. If I don't get Drilbur, things are real bad. Maybe if I can top deck a Quick Ball, no. Okay, give me a Drilbur. That's a Dedenne. Well, I think that's what I'm doing. Don't want to, but that's what I'm doing. Okay. I mean, if I'd gone second, this would be much different. And wow, that is a horrible hand. So I think I put the Drilbur down. I don't have Zebstrika. Wow, this is horrible. Okay, so I'll put the Martial Arts Dojo there. There we go. I'm not going to be attacking with Diancie. I mean, best case scenario is honestly, they put 3 energy on the Victini and they knock out Diancie. Because I think the only switch card this deck plays, does it play switch? I know there's Tate and Liza, but does it actually just play, like, switch? Because if it doesn't play switch, I am in huge trouble. So my opponent is playing one of the, I think this is the 9th place list. Yeah, it has Silvally and Sigilif. So this is the 9th place Mewtwo Welder deck with Victini V. I don't know if I can win, especially with this start. You know, if I could bosses a bunch of Dedenne, all I need to do is bosses 3 Dedenne and I just win. But with the start they're having, they have Switch, they have Mewtwo, they're knocking out my Diancie, they'll probably have bosses on the Dedenne or Spit Shot on the Dedenne. So this is, you know, Lucas, I don't know if this happened to Lucas, but whenever I take a championship level deck online, this is what happens. And so I will put the Dojo down, I will probably Great Ball first because I want to get a basic. Well, that is definitely a basic. And yeah, they're just a Venom Shot away from knocking out the Dedenne. That's bad. I definitely need to get an Excadrill. So if you could please show up for work today, Excadrill, that would be just wonderful. And well, we're banking on this. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to discard the top 4 cards of my deck. This is, well, this is actually a horrible hand because I don't have a backup attacker. So yeah, this is just what happens when I play a tournament level deck. Is there a hope that they can't do 140 damage? They can't use Rebel GX. They can just use... They can't use Double Blaze. Well, no, they can't. They're going to use Flare Strike. So I think I just put the Blitzle up front and hope I get everything I need. Maybe bosses the Dedenne. Maybe Hearth the bosses and then Pal Pad it back in. Wow, I got rid of so many supporters. This is just what happens. I played the Mad Party combo deck. That was the second best road deck at the tournament. It finished in 29th. I think I wrote it on Twitter. I think it went 0 for 4 to start. I didn't see a supporter my first 3 games. And then the 4th game, I used Roxy on turn 1. The 6 cards I got were supporters and energy. I used Roxy turn 2. More supporters, more energy. And then the following turn, if I didn't want to just lose, I had to research all of my supporters and like almost all of my energy. And I still didn't get anything off the research. So it was, I didn't do the deck because it just went so horribly. And Flamethrower, so an exact knockout. I just got to send the Blitzle up there and hope that I draw absolutely perfectly. Because they can use Prominence GX to heal themselves. That is unfortunate. Maybe that's not unfortunate, actually. So I'll ditch that. Can't get anything, so I'll Pal Pad the 2 research. Probably a bosses and Marnie. I mean, do I even need the bosses? I need to just knock out 2 Mewtwo and Mew to win, and that's it. So I'll shuffle, I'll do both. Drilbur, Excadrill. Probably... Well, I mean, I selected both. Can't take it back. So I need some things to work out here for me. Really like a research. Give me a Drilbur. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take a Ditto. I can attach to it. That's really good. I just need some basics. I don't think this is going to be the counter to Eternatus next format. Okay. If I can ditch the nope, okay. If I can ditch the psychic, nope, okay. Things are going wonderfully. And I'll get a Drilbur. Can't get a Dedenne. I mean, there's no way they don't Venom Shot, right? And pass. So, well, they might not because they don't have one. They're out of their Cherish Ball, so yeah, maybe they just don't see the Naganadel and they can't knock out my Dedenne. But there is still a slight chance that I win. The way I win is they just never knock out Dedenne. And, wow, we had stadiums every single turn. And, oh, they might just use Miraculous Duo. Okay, well, I automatically lose, I think. Because I can't take a knockout this turn. Yeah, there's no way I can win. They put me in a 0-win situation. So I'll shuffle draw 5. Get nothing that I need. Wonderful. I will put the Zebstrika back in the deck. And I guess the Excadrill. So I'll attach there. I'll try and make this respectable. I mean, can I even get a knockout? Can I even get one knockout this entire game? I have 11 cards left in my deck. See if I can... Hey, let's see if I can get rid of that energy. So I will drill Bazooka. I don't have a Dojo. Actually, I think I need to... try and empty out my deck as much as possible. Is there even a way I can do that? I don't think there is. Because I'm out of Dojo. I don't have Diancie. There's literally no way I can do this. So I have to... 6 cards left. I have to drill Bazooka. And then next turn, I have to 11th Hour Tackle, and that can take the knockout. And then maybe... Because they can't use Turbo Strike. They only have the 1 energy. No, they have the 2. Okay. How many Crushing Hammer? I'm down 3 Crushing Hammer. I mean, they might use Turbo Strike, and that would be kind of hilarious. But they could also just retreat and then use Turbo Strike. No, I think they just have to be aggressive here. Because the only way that I win now is if they just don't have the energy and I hit my final Crushing Hammer wherever it might be. Okay, so they're going to use Flare Strike. That takes the knockout. They can't knock me out. Is there any way I can... I'm down all my Ordinary Rods and I'm down all my Excadrill. So there's literally nothing I can do. I ran out of resources. I went 1 for 4. But I at least took a knockout, and you're definitely seeing the weaknesses of the deck. And yeah, there's Marnie. There's nothing left that can win me the game. I couldn't use Ordinary Rod to put the Excadrill back because I had to do 150 damage this turn. I was just out of all my resources. I mean, they might whiff a knockout this turn, but there's nothing I can do the following turn. Oh. How much energy did I play? Oh wow, okay, well that's a quick game ender there. They're not gonna, yep, they're gonna use Stellar Wish because they still had an extra prize. So that was unfortunate for Excadrill. I'm gonna try and face Eternatus or Pikarom because I don't want to see any Mewtwo and Mew. Let's go to my safe space. Let's face Eternatus or Pikarom, okay? Okay, they have a nondescript deck box, the nondescript card sleeves. I lost the coin flip, so what happens is definitely up to them. Okay, so there's a Blitzle. This hand is totally fine. I don't have to Dedenne at all. I'm going to Great Ball into everything that I need. And there's a Vikavolt. Yes, I can't play my items this game, but that is totally fine. Oh crap, that's an Absol. Okay. So all my items are coming down this turn. And a Drilbur. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. They're not going to know what hit them. So this is what it wants. This is what the deck wants. It wants to face this. I have... Oh, that is unfortunate. I wanted a basic. So, I mean, I have the Ordinary Rod. I can... guess I can just do that. And I might go and grab Drilbur. Yeah, I don't really need Zebstrika this game, do I? So I want to keep the Dojo because it's not an item, it's a trainer. This could be the worst decision I ever make, but I'm gonna Marnie. It was not the worst decision, it's actually a great decision. Okay. So I will put the... Yeah, I mean, is there even a reason to not just go with all my Drilbur? Because they got the Marnie. I think I actually, because I can't use Pokémon next turn, I probably just go get Ditto. And that's probably the safe bet. Okay, this is going to be amazing. I only have 3 Excadrill in the deck. I'm totally going to win. There's nothing they can do to stop me. Use Paralyzing Bolt as much as you want. You're not going to win. There's a Vikavolt with a Shrine. What year is this? Oh, they flip tails. Okay, and they're going to research. So I think this might be the... I didn't actually look at the straight Vikavolt list because I've been playing too much Vikavolt. It hasn't been going well for me. And if I just take this knockout, that might be game over. So there's Great Ball that I can't play. Just give me an Excadrill. That's all I asked for. Thank you. Oh, I got more than I asked for. And I think it's worth it to Zebstrika. No, because I'll probably have my items next turn, right? So I will Drill Bazooka. I don't want to see an Excadrill. Perfect. I don't care about Zebstrika. Yes. Okay, so I think I automatically just win. I have supporters. I have Excadrill. It's as easy as that. You see decks that are weak to fighting and you have a great time. Yeah, just straight Vikavolt. Okay, I was like, they only have 2 Electro Power. Yeah, you're gonna beat that all day long if you're playing the Excadrill deck, the Subterrene Pokemon. So yeah, let's go to game 3. I really want to see Pikarom or Eternatus. And I'm facing Charizard, so if I had to guess, this is a welder deck. Why would you name yourself Charizard if you're not going to play a welder deck, right? And I lost the coin flip. Alrighty. And if you're wondering why I play just the regular hollow Excadrill, okay, this is fine. This is totally fine. I can Pokécom. I think I'll be okay. If you're wondering why I play this version and not, the character rare full art with clay, I honestly just prefer this art. I'm not really a fan of those character rares. Oh, this is a horrible matchup for the deck. Okay, so when I played Mad Party earlier today, I think I was actually playing Charizard. Let me just walk you through Mad Party. I did 100 damage, I think turn 3, and then they evolved into their Centiskorch VMAX, and I did 180 the following turn. So there was a Centiskorch VMAX with 280 damage on it. I was going to take 3 prizes the following turn. Their turn was Hyper Potion, that heals 120, followed by Mallow and Lana. So I did 280, they healed 240 in one turn, and I had just lost the game, and that is why I hate Mad Party. It never cooperates with me. I don't care that it made 29th place. If I play Mad Party, it will never do well for me. When other people play Mad Party, it's actually a great deck. But you put Mad Party into my hands, and it just falls apart. Okay, and it's just a pass, because this deck doesn't play Tool Scrapper, I'm kind of in a tough spot. Because Drill Bazooka, I can do 150. I mean, I'm not attacking this turn anyway, so they'll take a knockout, I'll have the Dojo. I don't think the math is really going to work out for me this game. Because I have to do, it has 320 base, then 350 with the Big Charm, and then 370. That isn't great. I need to Quick Ball the Fighting Energy, go get probably just a Ditto. Because that way if they target my Drilbur, I have something set up. If they target the Blitzle, I have something set up. But yeah, I don't see how I can possibly beat Centiskorch VMAX. And this is probably, Centiskorch VMAX is probably going to be like number 5 or 6. I think, on the post-rotation tier list. It's really tough to guess right now because some people think Centiskorch is really good. Some people think it's really, overrated. I think it's good. In the games that I played when I built this deck, I thought it was a lot of fun. It has a lot of potential, but I wasn't playing the post-rotation list. But if you go second, you get that Volcanion, you get the full Welder, you have your Heat Energy, you can just buff this thing to so much hit points, you can heal it turn after turn. I just think Centiskorch VMAX has so much potential, especially since Heatran is staying in the format. So I really like Centiskorch VMAX. And they're using Burning Train, are you kidding me? No one uses Burning Train. Okay, oh, that is unfortunate. That's actually, I will just hearth away the research just so I can Pal Pad it back in. And I will probably, I don't really want to see a Marnie, so I'll just do that. And I can't knock out the Centiskorch V no matter what. Oh, that is real tough. So I'm going to have to lose this hand as well. I think I just Quick Ball the bosses. Pal Pad the bosses back in and go get well, I can't take a chance. I have to get a Drilbur. I'd like to get Diancie, but I have to get Drilbur just because if I don't have Drilbur, that would be bad. So I'll put the bosses and the research back in. And yeah, I just want to see a Diancie. That's pretty much it. That is, well, there's some bosses. So I will Quick Ball the bosses, go get Diancie. I don't think there's a whole lot else to do. I'll just discard the top 4 cards of my deck and hope. 180, yeah. And, okay. The Crushing Hammer could have been really important to bump the Heat Energy. I ditched a Research and 2 Energy, so all in all, not the worst discard ever. But I'm going to need to Crushing Hammer these Heat Energy most likely. And so 180, they're going to have 370. So yeah, I have to bump that Heat Energy or else I can't take a knockout on a VMAX. And yep, there's the infamous Hyper Potion. So even I have to 3-shot this thing now, and they have a prize advantage. I'm not sure I can win if they just keep healing turn after turn. Oh, there's Wondrous Labyrinth. Oh no. Well, I mean, I have Zebstrika. I have 2 Zebstrika. They're going to have to use, what is it? Radiating Heat. They're going to bump one of my, okay, never mind. They can do 40, 80, 120, 160. So they can take a knockout if they evolve. They evolve. This match just got a million times more difficult. With the Wondrous Labyrinth, that is so annoying. I can't bosses the Dedenne. At a certain point, I'm going to have to go through this VMAX. And that time is pretty much now, and they can't heal it again. If they heal it again, I'm just in a world of hurt right now. Okay. Go ahead, Drilbur. Let's win this one. Okay, so I will think at Ordinary Rod first, then Drilbur, Excadrill. I have to put the 2 energy back in because the deck only plays 7. And Zebstrika, I think putting Dedenne down in any capacity would just be a huge mistake. I just need to get Dojo and Energy and Excadrill. How difficult could that be, right? Well, there's one piece. So I have a supporter I can use this turn. I guess I Pal Pad the bosses and the research back in. And then, yeah, I just hope I see something I can use. There's Marnie, there's research. Well, okay, I think I'm probably out of supporters at this point. And literally everything I needed. Thank you. So I'll put the Drilbur down. There we go. And Drill Bazooka. 17 cards left in my deck. So I still would not have taken the knockout, which is kind of funny. I didn't see any Crushing Hammer. So I would have been 10 damage short on the Centistorch VMAX. And what could have happened is they would have been at 360. If I could have found a Crushing Hammer and bumped the heat energy, they would have been knocked out on their turn. And then I could have just knocked out a Dedenne if this was their only board and I could have just won. But of course, Hyper Potion, such a good card, such an annoying card. It's amazing in Centistorch VMAX. And oh, they're just going to take the knockout with Heatran. So what I have to do is get my deck low enough to use 11th Hour Tackle. Oh, and they're putting a big charm on it, so I can't even knock out a Heatran, and this was the 15th place deck. It beat a lot of things, but unfortunately it had a tough time against something like this that can heal and big charm. You know, this is the downside of not playing newer cards like Tool Scrapper is, yeah, you can't deal with stuff like this, unfortunately. And they're just going to switch into Heatran, take that knockout because they know I can't do anything to knock out their Heatran. And yeah, if anyone you know is doubting Centistorch VMAX post-rotation, just show them this video, show them this match, and just be like, come on, this thing's crazy. They are going to have to GX me though, which will be great. Steaming Stomp only does 130, so if I can find my bosses... Please tell me I have a bosses left. I should be able to find a bosses. If I can do that, I can bosses the Centistorch. And I could just win. And that would be... Oh, yes. They don't know what's about to hit them. I'm going to... Oh, man, but I'm down so many bosses. I'm down 3 Pal Pad. I think the deck only plays 3. I'm going to need to bosses the Centistorch to win, then the Dedenne, and then... Oh, man. But does this play 3 bosses or 2? I don't have the list in front of me. I'm sorry, I'm not a pro streamer. I don't have multiple monitors, and there's the bosses. Okay. So I have the bosses on this thing. Is Drill Bazooka going to be enough, though? Does 120, 140... Yeah, so Drill Bazooka does enough. I have to do this. So Drilbur, Excadrill, 2 energy... And please tell me I have another bosses somewhere. What is this? What is this hand? Okay, so I can't I have to take this knockout. I have to discard the top 4. Please don't tell me there's everything I need in there. I don't want to see a bosses. Oh, that was the worst drill bazooka ever. I got rid of bosses and Excadrill. So I don't think there's a way I win. I have 3 bosses and 3 Pal Pad in the discard. That, you know, you win by the bazooka, you lose by the bazooka. And unfortunately, I'm going to lose by the bazooka. Okay, so 220. Can I do 220 damage? It would be 180, 200. So I can knock out the Heatran. If they come up with Heatran, I can knock it out. I would need a Dojo though. And I better have one left in my deck. Oh man. This boss is, if I just hadn't seen all those Pal Pads so much earlier in the game, life would have been so much better. And there's a reset stamp. That doesn't really matter. They're just going to use Stellar Wish. So something interesting that could happen here is that they just can't retreat the Jirachi. I knock it out and then... But they'll probably just have a Senti-Scorch VMAX and I can't really deal with that. Oh man, if I just had one more bosses, then my opponent would have such a tough time, but I milled all my bosses. I don't think there's a Pal Pad left. I'm going to have to hope I hit this Crushing Hammer, and then I'm going to have to guess, you know, who do I hit with this Crushing Hammer? They might use Radiating Heat. If they did that, might be a game-losing scenario for them. They're going to switch probably into Heatran, right? Okay, well, they can't take the knockout. So I have to 11th hour tackle this thing. And that might mean putting Dedenne down. Oh, I don't want to do that. But, okay, so 11th, I got to do some math. 11th hour tackle would do 180, 200, 240. I have to absolutely bump that energy. If I can't bump the heat energy, I can't take the knockout no matter what happens. Alright, I'll save the Crushing Hammer just until the end. Build some suspense here. How many cards are left? I have 11 cards left in my deck. That's going to mean more math, isn't it? Okay, so I flipped heads. That's good. So if I bump this, I will have 7 cards and then, yeah, okay. So I'll sprint that away. What do I got? I have a Dojo. I have lots of energy. I have Drilbur, Excadrill. So I think I can do this. I think I'll be okay. I just want to see Drilbur and not Excadrill. That is amazing. Martial Arts Dojo goes down. And I cannot... I mean, I could use Research. I probably should have paid attention to what's left in my deck. But... So it's if there are 3 or fewer. Well, I'm going to have exactly 3 left. So I will take a knockout with 11th hour tackle. Oh, what? I did the math wrong? Oh, we're even on prizes. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dang it. Okay, so what do I even do? Oh, man, I needed that so badly. But it doesn't really matter, I don't think. I just think if they get a Senti-Scorch VMAX, it's pretty much game over anyway. But that is heartbreaking. 10 damage short. The deck doesn't play Tool Scrapper. I did everything right. I got the Dojo. I got the Diancie. I used 11th hour tackle. And it all ends like that. And there's the Senti-Scorch VMAX. You know, if they use Welder, there is a situation where they can deck out. It's probably not going to happen, but if they use Welder, oh, they're only going to have 3 cards left. But unfortunately, I think they're going to be 1 turn away from just losing. Because they'll get their top deck, they'll have 1 card left. So if I just had 1 extra turn, I could have won. That could have just been a bosses and a stall on somebody, and that is unfortunate. But why would they do that? Why would they do that unless they have Mallow and Lana or Hyper Potion, obviously? But that is interesting because I can hit into this. This is, if they don't retreat or heal, then I have a chance. So I'll just use 11th hour tackle. Going to do 240 damage. That is a powerful, powerful drill Pokemon. But if they just retreat, I mean, if they use Welder, that'd be hilarious. But if they heal, well, the Heat Energy's not going to do it. And the Heatran can't get there. There's Mallow and Lana, but actually 240, that's not enough. That actually is not enough. They'll have to buy themselves one more turn. Please don't tell me they have a Hyper Potion too. Don't do that. Don't give me hope. Steve, what? Are they trying to outlast me here? Because they can't. There's a Fighting Energy, so I'm guessing they probably just have another Heat Energy, or they might have another Mallow and Lana, but if I can get a Crushing Hammer, that's not her. Oh, please don't tell me Crushing Hammer is like my last prize. Okay, I'm out of Crushing Hammer. So if they get a Heat Energy, or if they heal, I lose. And I'm out of bosses. Oh man, this was a crazy game. This was so close. They have one card left. I have one card left. It was so close. I can still win if they don't attach a heat energy. Do they even have any left? They have 2 on the thing. They're down 2. I can actually win. Oh no, I can't. No! No! Oh, I forgot I'm not behind on prizes anymore. Oh no. That is the worst. Damn you, Martial Arts Dojo. Damn you all to hell. Okay, so that is so tough. Radiating Heat. They're just gonna do that. I mean, they have to take a knockout. Maybe they miscounted my resources and they just thought, oh, they're gonna lose. So I'll do both. I'll just put Drilbur, Excadrill, and 1 energy. Am I actually gonna win this? Did they miscalculate my Ordinary Rod count? Oh, what? Oh my god! Oh no, I won! I was not paying attention. I thought that, oh, that was insane. This was a 20-minute game. It's gonna take 5 hours to upload this whole damn thing. I don't care. That was an amazing last game. I cannot believe I won. I beat Senti Storch VMAX. Oh, I think they thought I was out of Ordinary Rod and that I was just going to deck out. And I thought I didn't have it, but 11th Hour Tackle, I always think it does 150. I always forget about the 30. And yeah, so I did the Diancie, brought it to 200. The Dojo, the 10 damage from the Dojo brought it to 210. They didn't have Heat Energy. They didn't have Big Charm. That was insane. I was so worried this video was going to suck because, oh man, things did not get off to a great start, but that was a great final match. Thank you, Charizard 1991. That was an amazing match. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for just giving the Excadrill one final thing to do before rotation. That was great. I'll leave the list in the description. Other than that, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you, I don't know when I'm uploading this, but either later today or tomorrow with the, oh man, the second place control deck. That is going to be a nightmare. I'll see you then.